Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for joining me for today's video. This is a card that was made, I don't know, a couple months ago at a Christmas in whatever month class, and it features the Sentimental Wishes bundle. So I have had an extra packet of this material sitting on my workstation, I think since September, for like 2 months. So I was like, okay, I need to get this card made up. Let me make it into a video. But then I had the stamp. I had this, the fern with the holly and the candle. I had those two individual stamps set aside. But the greetings, the inside of this is, have a very Merry Christmas. Oh, and I did stamp on the inside of this. I didn't realize that. But anyway, I didn't really have that stamp set on my desk. I am using it for a different Christmas card class coming up, but I did have the Peaceful Seasons stamp set because I want to use this for a card. So I was like, well, let's just mix and match. So that's what I did. I did stamp my ferns, and I'll probably go back because I've already stamped a Season of Wonder and Happiness, and I might go back and stamp the fern, pull that stamp set out and stamp it. I might not. But that's going to be the inside. And this one, of course, is from the Sentimental Wishes, which says, have a very Merry Christmas. But what we're going to do on this is we're going to change this up, which you know I usually do, but it's just a little bit, just to see, just curious. So I'm starting with a piece of cherry cobbler, 5.5 by 8.5 cardstock. I'm just going to fold that in half and burnish with a bone folder. And if you are watching this video from my YouTube channel, in the description box below the video, just click on More to open it up, and then there is a link you can copy and paste that will take you to my blog post, Stamp with Leigh, to the blog post that features this card, and all of the measurements and the material used will be listed there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something just a little bit different. So on this, where this is just blank, I am going to stamp a greeting. And I need my Stampin' Pierce mat. And I pulled out from the Peaceful Season, Wishing You and Yours. So I'm going to put that in the center of this circle. So hopefully everything will get stamped good. No guarantees. Well, it looks kind of crooked that way. All right, we'll see. And I'm stamping in Memento Tuxedo Black ink. Looks good. All right, and what I did is this is with the Stylish Shapes circle, and I just cut that out of this piece of my cardstock. It's going to be covered up. But what I'm going to do is I used a different embossing folder. For this one, I used the, what is this? Birchwood. But what I started doing was I just wanted something that, even though this was embossed, it looked a little plain. So what I'm going to do is got my silicone mat, piece of scrap paper, and I put some, that's kind of dried out on me, our enamel effects. This is the metallic gold, and this is on my silicone mat, and this would just wash off. At least I think it will wash off. I have a dauber. I've done some of this already, and I'm just picking this up with a dauber, and actually I'm just smearing it on. I'm not trying to get the raised areas or whatever. I just want all of this to have like a, almost like it's a gold shimmer paper is what I'm looking for. And I did find out with this that the more you rub this on your cardstock, you can have a tendency to rub it off. Yeah. So I'm going to add some more through there. So I'm going to set this aside, and I will pull out my heat tool And I'm going to like heat set that because this will take a while to dry. I'll just put that off to the side for right now, but I want to show you something that I did. So I thought, wow, usually you outline with this or you dots or whatever. So I thought, I wonder if you can stamp on this after you smear it on your cardstock. So I put some on here, a scrap of cardstock. I stamped, this is with the Memento Tuxedo black ink. And I heat set this so it would dry, my effects, metallic effects. And this is with the Memento. And I could see where the ink was still shiny on this. And I heat set it with the tool and it still looked shiny. And I did this about probably 15 or 20 minutes ago. And you can still faintly see right here where this ink is still coming up off of here, even though I heat set it. So then I grabbed another scrap, and that's when I said, oh, I wonder what happens if I use Stays-On ink. So this is Stays-On, and I just barely tapped that with my heat tool to make sure I got it dry. And this was probably about 10 minutes ago, nothing. So you can, if you want to use a sponge dauber and sort of smear this around, then if you want to stamp on top of it, use the Stays-On, because I'm not sure how much the Memento ink will keep wearing off or rubbing off. And again, I did find out, let me show you, I think I might still have some that's wet on here. If not, I'm going to put just a little bit more. Maybe. I'm doing this off camera, so maybe if I just want to show you what I was talking about. If you just keep going over and over in the same place, it just kind of eventually ends up, you end up rubbing it off. So see how it looks like it's being rubbed off, whereas if you just sort of swipe it and go, it doesn't kind of rub off. There, I swear I just did 2 swipes, and this in the center I kept going over and over and over. So that was kind of a trial and error. Found that out that way. But real quick, what I'm going to do is pull in my heat tool, and I'm just going to, which side was it? This side still feels a little, I just felt a little tacky, so I'm just going to blast it with my heat tool. All right, so let's get back to making this card. And again, I cut my circle out that I wanted to stamp from here because no one's going to see that, because this is going here to cover it up. All right, so let me get this on here. Let me get my liquid adhesive, liquid glue. And this is our Tombow multi-purpose liquid glue. I just have mine in a very fine tip bottle. Right, I'm going to stick this down, hopefully in the center of my card base. This is going next. And this was with the Stylish Shapes dies. And it looks like it's centered. Okay, do I want this to go down flat? Do I want to, I'm going to put it down flat because I'm going to use dimensionals on my greenery. This is going to go in the center. Probably with that gold on here, I probably could have used very vanilla cardstock. That probably would have looked really good with the gold on that. All right, so off camera, I stamped the greenery and the candle, and I've got my Stampin' Cut mini over here, and I'm just going to run this through real quick. And if you notice, there is more to this greenery, but I didn't want all of that. I just wanted like the top section. So I will use my snips to trim that. And this is just paper tape that I use just so everything stays in place and it doesn't run away from me. All right, so let me get my snips here. Just keeping with this. Just sort of fussy cut around those. Because this is going to go there. And this is going to get tucked behind it. And why I didn't do all of that is because this bottom part ended up sticking out over there. And I didn't like it. All right, so let's get some dimensionals on here. What do I have here? Oh, I got a bunch of pieces. All right, so let's just do some pieces. Dimensionals are dimensionals. They all work. Okay, so get this. Now, I want to make sure I don't want to cover up my greeting. So let's get this. I think that's going to go good there. And this is going to go behind that. Okay, so let's get some dimensionals on the back of here. And again, I'm just going to use up all the, what I'm going to call all the border pieces. And then we'll just tear that one off and stick it there. Yeah, let's see, we might need a little one there. That's a little small piece. It can go there. Again, get the backings off of here. And we're just going to tuck that right behind there. So there's our front. And on the inside, and I didn't like how that one stamped. So I just flipped my cardstock over because that's why there's two sides to cardstock. I'm going to set this inside. Okay, and on this I used the, this is the, I got my bow. This is the, what is this? This is the spruce, shaded spruce satin ribbon bow. So we'll put that at the top. I'll have to trim it. But we'll stick that little bad baby at the top. Or do we want it down here at the bottom? No, we're going to put it at the top. So let me get a glue dot so I can attach that. Trying to decide which side of the bow I like, the knot on the bow I like the best. I think I like it this way. So I'm going to set this up at the top. There we go. I'm going to trim our tails. And then on this, I used the Tinsel 4-pack gems, but I'm not sure I wanted to use that on this, especially since I put this gold on here. So I put, that's what I originally used, but I'm not sure what I want. If I want to use these, the gold. I don't think the champagne on these sparkle gems. I'm not liking the sparkle gems. And then I have metallic gems that are in gold, copper, and silver. Yeah, I think I'm going to use these. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put some metallic gems on here. And I feel like I've got to glue dot stuck to my finger, but I don't think I do. All right. Do I want that there? Do I want it down here? I think we're going to go down here. There we go. So this is what I started with, was this card here with the Sentimental Wishes. That's the fern, the holly and the brush, ferns, whatever, leaves, and the candles, and also the greeting. And then this is the same images, but I used my greetings are from the Peaceful Season stamp set. And then I added some of our metallic enamel effects with the sponge dauber to the background. And then my inside greeting is also from the Peaceful Season. So there you go. So you know what? Leave me a comment. I'd like to know which you like the best. I do think I like this with a greeting inside, but I'd love to hear which you like the best. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.